Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 21st through the 27th of September. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have the guiding card for the month for you, which is Charity, which is an extra card in the Magical Nordic Tarot, which is super cool. The creators of the deck decided they needed a little extra something on top of the majors, so they went ahead and made a couple extra cards. This is one of them, and it's beautiful and lovely, and it speaks to an open-heartedness and a giving nature within you, and how you are going to be embracing that part of yourself at this time, throughout the month of September. All right, very cool. I want to also thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. I love that when you communicate with me and leave me comments. It's so much fun. We are doing a little challenge that's about naming the little turtle, and we were going to do it all with all the votes and such during the month of September, but it's all going to turn out that because I'm actually starting these videos in the month of August, that we're going to do the vote at the very last week of September. So be aware, that's this week. Haha. In the description box below, we're definitely going to be doing the vote. So look for all the names down there where you can put in a vote for which one you want to choose. For my little turtle friend here, he's pretty cool, and I can't wait for him to have a name, and or her, or they, whatever, you know, you do you. We are going to definitely have a cool little name for him though, and messages from my better angels, kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and get into that. All right. There's a lot to be talked about. Yes, indeed. We are all needing to release the illusion that is holding us in, whatever that is. Maybe we have the idea that we're a mom and we're a housemaker, and that's all that's ever going to be. And that's not true either. So we need to remember that there's so much more to us. We have many, many facets. All of us have, like, a perfect gemstone has many sparkly facets, right? All of our little names, little labels, all of that. We need to check that stuff out and remember who we are, but also remember that we can be so much more. All right. So there's always a sub level to all of what we see, and we need to remember who we are at that sub level, because everything else is like a costume we put on over ourselves to keep ourselves comfortable in the outside world, so that everybody will love and accept us as we are. But who are we really? So we're looking into that. We're letting illusions go. This could be on a much bigger scale or a very personal scale. So be gentle with yourself, but be gentle with other people, even as their masks may slip. Okay? Now then, we also need to pay attention to the pressure. There's a lot of pressure in the universe right now, and where the more intense it gets, the more likely things are to move. That could be planetarily, so tectonic plates and things. Weather could be moving and shaking and doing things, and we want to let ourselves be aware of all that stuff and be prepared. So time for another go bag, right? We're just tending to have a go bag ready all the time. Want to always be ready to get on out if we need to. Okay. Now then, the final thing is that we are in this together. Everybody needs to remember that the other person next to you is just as important as you are. We are not separate people. We are energy, and the energy that we are is expanding, growing, changing all the time, and hopefully helping other people who are also energy become more than what they were. So we're fluffing each other up. We're making ourselves bigger and better and brighter, and we're helping other people do the same. Ta-da! That's kind of what unity can be about. It's that as we grow together, we all, you know, as we rise, we raise each other up. Everybody comes together, we all rise together, and we all get to be together because we are together. Yay! It's all us. We're all us. And I love that. So keeping that in mind, you know, let's go ahead and look at the 3 cards in front of us for all the Aries folks. So here we have those 3 cards. Now we're going to go ahead and get a mystery card from this wonderful little Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot. That's a lot of words. Let's get this card for Aries for this week. There it is. That's the one. All right, we're going to set it right there. I'll set these all aside. Now then, let's go ahead and use this Tarot of the Abyss to get a little deeper into this. All right, what do we have here? So, we are talking about, one more time, the foundation of finances. This is for the 21st to the 27th, Aries. You're focused on your money and your foundation of money, how you make your money, what you're doing about your money. Are you investing it? Are you keeping it? What are you doing? How are you handling your finances? We want to pay attention to that situation. We don't want to spend it all in one place. We want to make sure it's safe, okay? And of course, the 6 of Pentacles is showing that when we realize we have a little extra, maybe we'll do a little giving, we'll maybe do a little of this charity stuff. When you have both of these cards at the same time, there's question marks about whether or not you can maybe open your wallet to give a little extra. Maybe something big has been going on in the world and you want to be of some service, some way to give a little. That's always a good option. Keep that in mind if you're feeling extra flush, but also consider the possibility of cleaning out your closets, or even just stopping and listening to somebody else talk for a while, because that's kind of a thing. You want to, sometimes that's the best charity you can do, is by listening to somebody else share. And when they share, you can absorb their information and take it as it resonates, but definitely mirror back to them who they are and who you are, and remind them that they're okay, just as you are okay, even as you are. Ta-da! And we have the King of Pentacles. There's a gentleman who is very much about the money. He likes everything to be very savvy and financially square. So he's maybe looking around and seeing like, well, look at you and all your money and stuff. So be careful. He's also very much so a person who likes a good deal. So whatever he's going to do, he's going to try and get a good deal, either to get paid more for what his services are, or he's going to try and pay less for your services, okay? So pay attention to what's going on there, and make sure that maybe he doesn't know how much money you actually have, because that's none of his business, okay? Now then, this card here is talking about how where you're blocked, you're not in a position to rally the troops this week, so nobody's coming together to work on what you want to work on right now. You're going to have to do it alone if you do anything at all, okay? And of course, the 8 of Cups is showing that you're not in a, you're blocked from walking away from other things that aren't working for you anymore, so you have to stay the course, okay? Stay where you are. Everybody who's there is going to be part of that situation, but you can't get into it right now, okay? It's not time for you to cull the herd. You just have to let them be what they are, all right? And finally, where else you're blocked? 10 of Cups. Not a lot of family gatherings here, okay? So you're blocked from getting together. Maybe you had a plan to get together with your family and this particular week, but nobody's going to show up like they said they would, or it's not going to work out timing-wise. So just be aware that that will be blocked, okay? Try it, like I said, you're on the 5 of Wands is blocked, so you really can't ask for any assistance right now. Just sort of no help, no family, no releasing other people who are dead weight. Okay, good to know. Now then, our solution, fighting for your power, fighting for what you want to be in control of, fighting for your worth and value in that moment. That's going to be important, okay? So definitely make sure that people know you're here to play and you're not going to take any guff, all right? You're also manifesting like crazy, so whatever you tell the universe you need, it's going to come to you very easily, and I love that, because you deserve this. This is you saying, hey, this is exactly what I want, and this is how it should come to me. Ta-da! And it's going to come very easily, okay? Don't worry so much about everything else. It's going to work out very nicely. Nice. and you're going to have a big idea. The Ace of Wands. You have a beautiful concept coming to mind. You're like, okay, now that I manifest, I fought for what I wanted, for being in control. I got what I wanted. Ta-da! Now I have a great big idea about how I'm going to handle it. So let's go, right? You're feeling motivated. There's some motivation happening here. This is so good. With all the good benefits coming out of here, I'm super excited to see this for you, Aries. You've had a few stumbling blocks this particular month, but here you go. Even as you see all these things blocked, the fact is, everything is coming up and everything is coming out. That's wonderful news. All right, you need a Mystic Forest Oracle deck card. Here we go. What do we need for Aries? All right, we're going to do this right here. Okay. So all these cards are going to be out of the way now. Soul Awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. So don't fight yourself in any way, shape, or form. So finances are good. Manifesting everything. You have a great big idea. Very beautiful. Fighting for your own power. Hopefully not with yourself, because fighting yourself isn't going to be useful. So you have better things to do than fight with yourself, okay? So we'll leave your soul awakening over here. As your brain and your mind and your soul wake up to what you really want, what you really need, those things come together and they just start to manifest in a very beautiful way. And when you have the Empress, of course, everything is just falling into place. So you may have come through a bumpty bump. Your soul awakening takes place over the course of the week, where you get in your way a little bit and then you get out of your way and everything falls into place. Beautiful. Love that. All right. What's our mystery card for you? Ooh, empowering information will come down the pike, but you need to keep that to yourself, okay? Whatever this empowering information is, nobody else needs to know what's going on right now. You take care of yourself and take care of what you need to take care of, okay? This is good news, okay? Perfect. I'm going to set this aside right there. That is wonderful news. Now you need a pocket full of rocks. All right. Alrighty. Ooh, look at that. We have black tourmaline, we have serpentine, and we have ruby. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. So black tourmaline is about you staying extremely grounded, staying very savvy about who you are, what you're doing, and how you're doing it, and being very much tactilely on the universe, on this earth plane, and there's nothing funny going on there. Practicality and problem solving is all worked in here, and you're very much so very grounded into the earth. Good news. Serpentine is a third chakra stone, and it's all about how you are healing your feelings, emotions, and memories in a very gentle fashion. Last week we were pulling them up like weeds and going way deep, and it was a little bit harsh, but you're gonna get through it. And of course this week it's about being super gentle and kind and buttery and sweet to yourself. Even as you're working through these things, you're seeing it and understanding it for what it is and moving forward. Beautiful. Now then, we have the ruby. The ruby is a heart stone, and it's a fourth chakra stone, and it's all about the beautiful clarity and sweetness of self-love for you. And it's just, it's a delicious, beautiful, juicy piece of fruit that is you loving your abundance and your joy and your love and all that you have to give. And I just am so excited to see the ruby there for you, because it is delicious and delightful for you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and set this down right here. Very nice. So, Aries, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but you can if you like. And if you want to carry something else, let me know in the description box what you got and how it's working for you. I'm here for you about that. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising, this is definitely your reading. You're in the right place. But also, if it's not one of those things, or if you have other people you're watching for, thank you. This is a very good thing to do. Now you have a better idea what they're going through. Some other things you'll find in the description box below will be all the decks that I'm using. They're all listed there. You can get them on Etsy or Amazon. And of course, if you wanted to come out to the fair and get a reading in person, you'll see my schedule, so you'll know where I'll be, when I'll be there. And I'd love to see you at the fair. That would be so much fun. And if you can't make it to the fair, I understand. You can get a private reading over the phone. There's a link for doing that in the description box below, and I look forward to helping you out in any way I can. All right. Again, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time to do so. You made it to the end. Thank you again, and we will talk to you next month about October. What? I know, so soon. But thank you so much, and we'll do the voting. Let the voting commence. Ta-da! So by all means, remember to vote, and we'll give our little dude a name. All right? That is super fun. I will talk to you then.